So how did the actual like filming go? Is it real that like they literally on the show recording, that's when they actually set the investments, or is it like done behind the scenes?
No, so it's all real. So like they had no clue who I was when I came out there. They knew my name and I think my company name, and that was it. I don't even know if they know the company name until like that day, because they don't want them to go research it. Like they want it to be legit, like for the first time seeing it. So they had no clue who I was. We're out there and I'm actually pitching for over an hour, and they're breaking me down like, wow, what'd you do before high school? What'd you do in hhigh school? Like, where'd you go to college? Did you work in college? Like, what'd you do right after the NFL? All that stuff. So they knew everything about me going into like an investment. It wasn't like I played Flip Cup and they were like, here's an offer.
Let's do it.
That first offer was actually like 25 minutes into the pitch, and at that point I was like, man, this I don't know what's going to happen here. Like I was getting scared at that point, right? And then Mr. Wonderful out of everyone drops the first offer, and I'm like, damn, man, hell yeah, let's go. So, but yeah, it was a wow, man, and they knew everything about me, and there was even more offers on there, but we ended up getting offers from all five, and then I had to make a decision between those 5 offers.
And the decision.
Who'd you go with? Who'd
So we went with Mark Cuban, and then Alex Rodriguez was a guest on the show as well. So ended up, I was like, man, 2 sports guys, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tried getting Lori in on as well, and they were like, hell no. So,
do all 5 of you want to?
Yeah, so strategically, right, they've got the names, they've got that. Was it also weighing in on like how much they can actually add value to the company? And then after the fact, how hands-on or how much do they actually like help?
Yeah, so for me, it was kind of like, they got the MLB, NBA, and we got the NFL. Like, that's a pretty nice trio right there, right? So that's what I was thinking going into it. So yeah, I mean, going into the show, they did tell me who was going to be out there. So like, they don't just leave you hanging on the gas. Like you don't show up and like, oh, there's A-Rod. Like, you actually know, so you can do a little research. But I knew nothing about him, and I don't think anyone did at that point. And at that point too, it was kind of like he was kind of like blackballed from the MLB and something like that. So it was kind of like iffy. But Mark came in and was like, I'm only doing this kind of deal, if A-Rod does too. So, but no, it was kind of taking a chance there as well. But we just did like a big bro huddle, and we decided within like the football huddle basically on who we wanted to go with, and that's how we made the decision. So
That's awesome.
It all worked out, but. Afterwards, it's you don't actually like you shake hands, but it's not they have to do a bunch of due diligence still. Yeah. Like if you say like, hey, I did at that point we did like 80,000 in sales right in the first 6 months. They came back and they were like, dude, you did like 50. Yeah. Like what are you talking about? We're not going to give you a mill for the company like you wanted.
Right.
They can. So at that point too, it's like only like 50 to 60% of the deals actually close.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what you don't know as well. So even if you get an offer on the show, you could still walk away, and there's a lot of different reasons for that. But their term sheets are definitely favorable for them.
Absolutely.
And they do it. And I see a reason why, especially me. Like they crushed me on mine because I know they were like, these guys are kind of crazy. This is kind of this is kind of risky. Right. So I saw my term sheet and I was like, damn, man, is this normal? And I had my lawyer look over and he was like, nah. That ain't normal at all. So they definitely put things in there to protect themselves. So it made sense though. They can get out really easily if they need to. Like if I do something really stupid, they can easily, take themselves out of the company. So there's stuff like that put in it. But it's real. Like you close the deal, the money goes into your bank account. The exposure is massive.
I was going to say from an exposure, if nothing else.
Yeah. What did sales do after that show?
Yeah. So, and then proof of concept with all 5 offers was kind of like, all 5 of them want it. Everyone at home needs to hear it too, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So sales exploded. We were on Amazon and on the website, but Amazon sold out in like 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
So all the product there sold out, and it was great because it was all of our older units.
Yeah.
So I blew through all my old stock immediately. And then if you wanted like the good stuff, you had to come to my website, and we did that on purpose because we wanted to collect a customer base. At that time, I had no clue who my customer was, no idea. I thought I was selling to dudes like me that were like, 20 to 30s, just trying to get swole, right? I get all that data back, and like the more research we did, and back then Facebook would basically tell you everything. So you could take your email list, upload it into Facebook, and it would break down like what car they drive, what age they are, how many kids they have, how much money they make, where they went to school, like all this crazy stuff. So took all that, put it back into Facebook, and realized really quick that our customer who was actually buying the product was mostly female. Really? And they were buying for their husbands, kids, grandkids, stuff like that. So and it might just be the audience base of Shark Tank as well. But really quickly, we pivoted and we aired in October, so we were going right into the holiday season. And I changed all the targeting from 35, males to just like all female, right? And our sales just exploded for the holidays. So it was pretty cool to see that. But working with them, it's not like you make a deal and then they come and take over your company. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't just end and you're chilling. Like you're still running the whole damn show,
for sure.
And they're there pretty much just as an advisor to help you out, and that's pretty much it. So. You 20X your company overnight, the work also 20X is overnight. And at that time it was a side hustle and I really didn't have employees. So it got pretty crazy.